wind just picked up a little bit and we're picking up our anchor, but we're also picking up like a whole like shop. We are Krista and Michelle. We've been living on Antarctica 36 for almost 4 years now, come rain or shine. Our sailing adventures cover the South African coast, and although we had other plans, we now wait for the borders to open properly again before we can make any progress. Most of the recent episodes are from around Cape Town and the west coast of South Africa. Welcome to Sailing Pluto's Adventures. But we're also picking up like a whole like shop full of salad. I'll show you now. The holding at Oedipus is really fantastic. So fantastic that you actually get salad when you lift anchor, especially in a light breeze. This gets all over the boat. I'm gonna make us some chippies, Christy.
Thanks a lot. Oh wow, not so sure about that. You can try it.
People pay fortunes at Woolworths.
For this?
Yeah.
You know what this is?
It's seaweed. You'll have to see it.
Yeah.
I'm on fire, oh yeah, I'm high. Man on the wall.
It is summer in Cape Town, you won't believe it. But some people are wearing a down jacket. We are off to a new place and it's called dangerbay. And hopefully we're going to be able to snorkel and maybe fish. We spent a couple of days in Kralba and it's amazing, but we're not allowed on the beach, and yeah, some people are getting bored with just hanging around on the boat. You can stay in a paddleboard, you can swim obviously, but now it's time to get some food for dinner. I'm not sure exactly what we expected of dangerbay, but what we got was, it was really, like it had this almost eerie, open, very remote feeling about it. Very pretty water and white sandy beaches. We arrived yesterday at dangerbay. It wasn't like super exciting, really pretty, but visibility is really bad, no fish to catch, so we had red meat instead of fish and had a quiet evening. That wasn't exactly true. Remember the previous episode we had to work on our loo about 5 times? Well, guess what? This time it was a little bit more serious.
The water was turquoise, there was a very light breeze, visibility was awesome, and I was going snorkeling and maybe spearfishing. Then we used the loo, or the heads, and it blocked. Generally we get about a year or so out of it, and the pipes calcify with urine and seawater. and it just gets narrower and narrower until it wouldn't let anything through. So this is that moment when it stopped letting things through, and the only option is to leave everything else and just fix it. So this is what we have to do.
And how you do it is you close the sea cocks, take out all the pipes, chisel out all the crystallization, and then put them all back. Chris's approach though is a little bit more unique.
I don't like to use, for example, this is sort of a personal thing, but if I go into a public toilet, for example, I may possibly just take off all my clothes so that nothing drags onto anything. You just hang it neatly over the door or a hook or somewhere, and then you do your thing, and it just means it's more hygienic. So with the heads that was blocked, I was already undressed so I can get into a wetsuit. So it just seemed like a good idea. Why would I? It's a manky job. So why would I put clothes on if I was going to get all manky with anyway? So I was going to have a shower afterwards with hot water and disinfectant anyway. So I may as well spare my clothes. So of course, just it makes sense.
Put up the stern anchor because it's quite swelly here, and now we're trying to pull up the stern anchor. We meaning Krista actually. So I'll show you now. Stop anchoring. Stern anchor is proper. So we're trying to lift that. It's quite a mission. The wind's not too heavy. We're sitting on okay, so pick it up from the front, which is easier than trying to do it manually. The floaty is out, and now putting it on the windlass because that's a machine that does it for you. So that's definitely gonna be less manpower and elbow grease. Just putting it on the windlass, picking it up, and then our anchor safe.
To explain the battle with the anchor. The anchorage was a little bit rolly, and we deployed a stern anchor to keep the bow into the swell, which is way more comfortable than having the boat just swing with the breeze and getting the swell from the side. Anyway, we deployed a stern anchor, about 20 meters of chain, and then another 20 meters of rode onto the obviously back of the boat. And the next morning, that was just stuck. I've pulled it up in the past by hand, and this just wouldn't budge. And this is where we were fighting. In the end, we had to get the rode and the chain up onto the windlass, and obviously windlass made it easy. The fender on the line is for a simple reason. With the stern anchor, you have a bow anchor to worry with as well. So what we do to get the stern anchor back is we tie a fender to the end of the line and we just chuck it. Then we lift the bow anchor, meaning we don't have to fight with two anchors and two line systems that could pick up on the prop, and it's just simple. And then you go pick up the fender, which is floating, and then haul the stern anchor back. We did fight a little bit with that stern anchor until we got it on the windlass.
I feel the wind against my puzzled face. 5-speed bicycle round the cape. Cobblestone pathways, memory lane. High tides rolling in to Portland, Maine. And I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone, and that's just fine. 'Cause I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone, lost in my mind. Change comes slow, they say, but it's not so far tangerine skyline, just past the pier.
Sitting at what we call Tiny Bay, but it's called Wiki's Pint. Beautiful calm day, slight breeze, and another attempt to get fish.
Take me to sea.
That's it. Sitting with binoculars and a book. And it's not super hot, won't believe it is January. It's a little bit breezy, but really comfortable and sunny, and just enjoying the sun. I just swam from our boat to Rev the Loon. So Dave spent the day with us. We practiced or tried out some man overboard maneuvers that we'll show you. I haven't actually been feeling that great, a little bit under the weather during the holidays.
Give it all to my mother, to my colony of